Hi everyone, my name is Karen, this is my channel RatherBeReading, and today I'm bringing to you my BookTubeAthon TBR. So as I'm sure you all know, BookTubeAthon is basically the biggest readathon that takes place on BookTube, and I have never participated. So I did want to participate this year. It runs from the 24th through the 30th of July, and I'll leave a link to the YouTube page for the BookTubeAthon down below for you guys to find any more information if you're interested. Now, I will say that my TBR for the BookTubeAthon is extremely tentative. I'm filming this on the 20th, so there are still 4 days until the readathon actually starts. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to be at with my reading by the time the BookTubeAthon does start. I'm also working during the 5 days of the BookTubeAthon. I work full-time Monday to Friday, so I will be working then. I do have soccer and all of those things going on that weekend, as I always do, so I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have to read, basically, and I'm not sure where I'm going to be up to. Like, I'm just letting you all know that this is extremely tentative and that these things that I'm showing you here may not be the things that I end up reading. But let's jump straight in. I am going to go through these 7 challenges and let you know kind of what I'm planning on reading throughout that week. So the first challenge is to read a book with a person on the cover. Now, actually 3 of the books that I have on this kind of tentative TBR have people on the cover, but the one I've chosen for this is The Truth We Bury by Barbara Taylor Seisel. So this is a book that I have from NetGalley that is a adult thriller, like drama thriller, about an adult woman who has a grown son who is about to be married. And I think like not too long before the wedding, one of the bridesmaids for the wedding is found murdered in his apartment and he is nowhere to be found. So I think it has the kind of thriller aspect in that we don't know what's going on, who's committed the murder, was it him, was it somebody else, is he hurt, is he alive, etc. But it's a drama also in that I think the main focus of the story is in what happens between her family, the main character's family, and the family of the bride and perhaps the bridesmaid who was killed and stuff, and it just kind of all the secrets and stuff coming out in their family and what goes on between the 2 families. It sounds really, really interesting, and I do think I'll be getting to it during that week, hopefully, and it does have a person on the cover, so I will be reading this one, hopefully. The second challenge is to read a hyped book. So more so than a hyped book, generally, I have a book from a hyped series. So I am hoping to get to The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. I am actually currently reading The Raven Boys as we speak, so I'll definitely be done with that one, and I'm hoping to pick this one up during the week. And the Raven cycle, as I'm sure you all know, is extremely, extremely hyped, and I actually have heard a lot of people say that this is their favorite one in the series. That makes me really, really excited. And I literally just started The Raven Boys on the way home from work today. I'm about 40 pages in, but I'm actually really enjoying it so far. So I am really looking forward to continuing on with the series once I get through that one, and I hope that I love this as much as everyone else does. The third challenge is to read a book in one day. So this one I am, again, very tentative on. I don't think I'll get to this one, but I do have tentatively picked out volume 3 of Giant Days. So I could obviously get through this in a day. I actually read volume 2 today, and I got through that in one day. I'm just not sure if I'll get to this during the readathon. I have other books. Even though I could get through this quickly, I just have other things that I need to read before I get to this because they've got library due dates and I just need to get through them. So I'm not sure if I will get to this, but I could definitely get through this in one day. So hopefully I'll find time to kind of squeeze it in during that week. Challenge 4 is to read a book with a main character who is very different from you. So this one I've picked Bridget Jones' The Edge of Reason by Helen Fielding, and I'm actually just realizing that literally every book I have on this TBR has a person on the cover, so I'm definitely set for that challenge. This has the main character, obviously, of Bridget Jones, who, while relatable in some ways, and in some ways maybe similar to me, I think overall is a very, very different person. We live in different areas. She lives in the UK, I live in Australia. While we're both in I think she's in her early 30s and I am in my very late, I'm 29, 20s. I think that we're very different. She is much more kind of afloat in her kind of career. And while I'm not like, I wouldn't consider that I have like a career. I have a very set like job and field kind of. So we're very different in that way. She's also a big boozer and a big smoker. I'm not really into either of those things anymore. I was a big boozer like in my youth, but not really anymore. And She's also has a lot of romantic complications and entanglements. We could not be more different in that way. So yeah, I think that Bridget Jones and I are very different, and I'm not sure again if I'll get to this one in the readathon. I keep saying that, but if I do, then this one will definitely fit that challenge. So the next 3 challenges are all ones that I'm pretty much not going to get to, but I will go over them quickly. So the 5th challenge is to read a book completely outdoors. I can straight up tell you right now that that's not happening. Not only is it winter in Australia and freaking cold right now, but as I said, I'm working during the week. So basically any daylight hours during the week, I will be on the bus or at work. I'm not going to be outside. And on the weekend, while I be outside, I'll be like soccer and things like that. I'm not going to have time to read probably during daylight hours basically at all on the weekend. Like, it's just not going to happen. If it does happen, it would be with volume 3 of Giant Days, because I could get through that really quickly maybe outside, but I'm probably not going to do that because it's going to be freezing, so that's just not going to happen. The 6th challenge is to read a book you bought because of the cover. I can pretty much guarantee this one's not going to happen either. I don't have any books that are kind of coming up soon on my TBR that I bought because of the cover, so I have books definitely that I own that I have been interested in and intrigued by because of the cover, but I just don't. None of them are coming up that I need to read soon, so that's probably not going to happen. And then the 7th challenge is to, of course, read 7 books, and haha, that is 100% not happening. There's just no way with work and soccer and everything going on in my life right now in this time of year that I could get through 7 books, so that is definitely not happening. So those are all of the challenges. I would love to know in the comments down below if you guys are participating in BookTubeAthon. As I've mentioned, I've never participated before, and even though I've got a lot going on and I don't know how much I will get read, and I definitely, I'll say, will not be participating in the video challenges that happen every year, because as I said, with working and everything, there's just no way, and especially with the different time zones in Australia as well, it just wouldn't work, and I'm not going to be able to do that. But I am really excited to just participate. Like, I did want to like partake because I know this is a readathon that people like really get behind, and I just kind of wanted to be a part of it and interact on Twitter and all of those things. I also will be vlogging during the week. I'm not sure when the vlog will go up because the readathon really is like right at the end of the month, and I'll have like wrap-ups and TBRs and things go up at the beginning of next month. But I will get a vlog up for you guys following on from the readathon, and of course you will hear about these books in my, probably just my July wrap-up. So I'd love to know in the comments down below, like I said, if you are participating, if you've read any of these books, if you have any thoughts, if you've got any suggestions for ways that you think that I could manage to maybe read outside. Like, it's not going to happen, so I don't know why I'm even asking, but I'd love to chat in the comments down below. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you want to see more from my channel. But that's all I've got for this video today. Bye guys.